Hey everyone, my name is Jay and I am a body worker and massage therapist. Today I am going to do a series of videos, this being the first one, about ways to take care of our backs, particularly our low backs and hips when we're having tension and pain and maybe just some disconnection from them. And I'm going to show you all of this today from a bed. Yay! And just so you know, this video will just be talking, the next video or two will be when we actually get into doing the poses. So, this is all going to be fairly gentle. My point today in doing this from a bed and making it fairly gentle is, one, want this to be accessible to as many folks as possible, and even if getting on the floor is an accessible thing for us, realistically a lot of us are not always going to have the capacity and motivation to do that. So I want this video to be more about figuring out ways to make our daily lives and our tension and pain more sustainable. So I'll offer the framework of, we are already holding tension, we are already holding pain. Let's figure out different ways to hold it and move it through more sustainable ways to be in touch with it, and just let it exist and let ourselves exist in a more sustainable way. So, first off, I would say that please check out the document that I will also post with this video. The document is going to refer to a lot of yoga poses in particular that you can get more information on there. Most of them are directly linked to an amazing yoga teacher by the name of Winnie, who you can check out more and read her stuff on genreviews.com. She gives a lot of yoga for different kinds of pain and different conditions, so definitely check that out, and I will reference a lot of her wisdom throughout these videos, and kind of incorporate them into some of the stretching and the practices that I am familiar with through my knowledge of anatomy. So there's a couple more notes that I would love to share as they relate to sciatica. So if you are not someone who experiences that in general, feel free to skip to the next video. For folks who want to know more information about that or might be experiencing that, sciatica is nerve related. It's related to the sciatic nerve that is deep in our glutes, and what can happen is that you might be experiencing some intense pain in your glutes, and it might even kind of shoot down into back of your thigh or hamstrings, might shoot all the way down into your calves, all the way to your foot. This can be caused by how the nerve and the muscle are sitting with each other. It can also be caused by some disc issues. So a doctor is going to be the one to help you figure that out if that's accessible to you. But in the meantime, there are some things that we can do, and also some things that we should be aware of if that might be going on. So if that might be going on for you, just kind of general rule, if it starts hurting more or if it starts hurting, stop. Let's move on to a different pose. Let's try something else. So for example, a lot of times stretching the hamstrings when you're having a flare-up deep in those glutes might not actually be helpful. So anything where you're stretching hamstrings, so back of your thighs, so any intense forward folds or anything, that's going to be further stretching this muscle and might not actually be helpful. Even if you feel like, oh, I just need to stretch it out. If that's causing more pain, that might not actually be what we need to do. Another thing that, if it is like that muscular related situation, any flexing of the legs, so think like bringing knee up, flexing is also going to stretch this out, so might not actually feel good either. Similarly, a motion of abduction, which is this, moving your leg out to the side, might not feel great. Turning your leg inward, so internal rotation of the hip, so your leg is rolling in, that might not feel great. So just take it easy with those and see how it goes. If you aren't in a specific flare-up, doing some of that can be helpful in strengthening, but if you are in an intense flare-up, might not be the time to do some work like that. If it is disc related and you have confirmation of that, of why you might be in pain, doing twists might not be good either, because of how twisting the body can put more pressure on specific areas. So just observe your body, see how it's going, see what it responds to. Let's see, anything else that I should share with you all? For the disc-related stuff, you also might want to avoid forward bends as well, but again, just see what your tolerance is like, see what happens. So, with that, I will close up this talking part of the videos, and in the next video, we will get right into some good stretching and relaxation and self-massage.